Welcome everyone. Today in this video, I will be explaining my understanding of Hiragana. Hiragana is one of the three main scripts used in Japanese writing system along with katakana and kanji. It is a phonetic script. It is a phonetic script which means each character represents a sound rather than an idea or meaning. In daily life, Hiragana is used for writing native Japanese words, grammar, particles, and for helping with the pronunciation of kanji through which we call furigana. It is also the very first script that Japanese children and even foreign learners like us begin with when studying the language. If I am to talk about the history of hiragana, then it has a very interesting one. It's actually developed from Chinese character which was simplified and made more cursive over time. In earlier days of Japan, kanji was the main form of writing, but it was considered more formal and complex. Hiragana, being the simpler one, was first mainly used by women, while men continued to use kanji. That is why famous works of Japanese literature written by women, such as The Tale of Genji, were originally written in hiragana. Over time, it became widely accepted and is now used by everyone. Today, its main purpose is to write native Japanese words, grammars, elements like particles, and verb endings, and also to make reading easier for children and learners. If I have to explain about the structure of hiragana, then hiragana is made up of 46 basic characters which were arranged in what we call Gojuon chart. This chart is organized in row of vowels and column of constants. So if I have to make this, if I have to make this chart, then it will look something like this. First will be A, I, U, E, and O. These are the vowels. These are the vowel rows, which in Japanese are written like, sorry, are written like, this is A, this is E, this is U, this is A, and this is O. This line comprises of the vowels that is used in the chart. The and what follows are the constants which is together used with vowels to make their own sounds. The first is K, followed by S, followed by S, After S comes T, then N, then H, then M. After M, Y, okay, then R, then W, and last is what we call N. Okay, okay. So if I have to write all this, then this will be Ka, Ki, Ku, Ke, and Ko. Similar, it will be for S2, Sa, Si, She, Su, Se, and so. No, there is an exception here. It is not pronounced as Si. It is not pronounced as C. It is actually pronounced as SHI. She. Then next is T consonant column, which will be Ta. Here we have another exception. It is not T. It is not Te. It is actually Chi. CHI. It is actually Chi. Then here is TSU Su. Not TU to TSU Su. After Su comes Te, and final will be To. For N, there are no exceptions. First is Na, then Ni, the Nu, Ne, and No. For H and M also there is no. For H there is one exception here. Uh, this is Ha. Uh, he, I think. Okay, this is he. Now this this is not who. It is actually fu. Fu. It is not who. This is one of the exception in H consonant rule. Then he, and last one is ho. Last one is sorry. Last one is ho. Okay. Then for M there is no exception. First will be ma, mi, mu, me, and mo. In Y column, there are only in Y consonant column there are only three phonetics. That is in A vowel together with U vowel and together with uh, O vowel. That will make ya, you, and you. In R, there is no exception. Ra, ri, ru, re, and ro. Okay. In W, there are only two sounds, which are sorry, va and wo. Actually, va, wo, and n, the, these three are generally used as a particles. We don't generally use it in words. This is it for the structure of hiragana, but it doesn't stop at that. Like it has 46 basic sounds, but then there are some modification and combination that expand the basic 46 sounds. One modification is called, okay, okay, yes, one modification is called dakuten, and another modification is called handakuten. What this does is, in dakuten in dakuten, we add two dots together with the characters to prolong the sounds that comes from the vibration of our throat. Like in k, which is, for example, if I take ka and give it dakuten, then it won't be pronounced as ka now. It is pronounced as ga. Ga. There is a little vibration. Ga. The whole line will change then. Ga, gi, ki, like that. So if I have to give you the basic idea how the lines will change, then it will be K line will then be pronounced as G line, S line will be pronounced as Z line. It won't be sa, it will be then za. Then T line will be pronounced as D line. It won't be ta, it will be da. Okay. Then H line will be pronounced as B line. Oops, and then there is handakuten. It is only associated with H line. Here, handakuten is something like this. So if I take H line, if I take, let's say, he, and give it a handakuten, it won't be pronounced as he. It will be pronounced as p. Here, the throw of air will come p, so it will be ba, pe, something like that. With the introduction of handakuten and dakuten, okay, that's that is handakuten dakuten. Another feature is which we call small ya. Sorry, it's seems like a small ya, small yo, and small yo. If we associate it together with some another character, let's say if we took key and we associated it with ya, it won't be pronounced kia. It won't be pronounced kia. It will be pronounced kya. It will be pronounced kya. Similarly, if we take she and associate it with you, then it won't be pronounced you. It will be pronounced as you. It will be pronounced as shu. Then last one is if we take chi and associate it, yeah, chi, and associate it with yo, then it will be pronounced cho. uh, this lets us pronounce smoother combination of sound. There is also something called small small okay, there is something called small su. What it does is if we associate it with some characters, like say if we associate if we say something like this, if we look at the chart, then it will be ki and te. It will be kite, which means come, but which means come. But if we associate it with su, the work of su is to prolong the consonant that is occurring before. So it will be kite. There is a little bit of prolongation. Kite. And here, since the Japanese is all about phonetic, the sound is what matters the most. Here, there was no pause. Kite. That means to come. There, and in second one, there is a pause. Kite. And that changes the complete meaning. It means stamp. It means stamp. And all these modifications and combination make hiragana much more flexible and closer to the Japanese speech. Hiragana plays a very important role in everyday Japanese writing. First, it's if I have to summarize everything, then first it's used for native Japanese words that don't have kanji or when kanji is too difficult or uncommon. Second, hiragana is used for grammar particles like wa, wo, na. These all are particles. Here we use only hiragana for that. Third, it is used for verbs and adjective endings. Like, let's say, if we have to write to eat in in Japanese, then it will be written as, we have to take uh, ta and ta and he. So it will be written something like ta, he, sorry, ta, he with dakuten, which will make it be be, ta be, mas, tabe mas. This is pronounced as tabe mas. Here, this can be converted to kanji later, but this mas will never be converted to kanji. It will always be written in hiragana. Hiragana is also very important in education. It's the first script Japanese children learn, and Japanese and children book are also almost written in hiragana. It is also used in furigana, which are small hiragana written above kanji, above or besides kanji to show the pronunciation, helping both children and foreign learners to read difficult character. So even though hiragana looks simple compared to kanji, it is absolutely essential for reading and writing Japanese characters. This is it for my understanding of hiragana. I am still learning, so there are many things which I might have. Uh, I I hope I haven't, but I might have told something wrong, and there is many more things that I still need to learn, and I am working on it. That's it for this video. I will see you in the next video together with katakana. I'm Shubham Mishra signing off.